Just let the screen glow. No rush tonight. Glowing pixels paint the shadows right across my face. Lost track of the minutes in this quiet little place. Clicking through the pathways of the digital unknown. Sitting in the comfort of this solitary zone. Got a messy string of windows stretching out so wide. Taking zero shortcuts, just enjoying the ride. A half-drunk glass of water catching monitor light. We just coasting on the frequency tonight. Yeah, letting the bandwidth stretch. Lost in the endless scroll, unspooling the thread. Feeding every random question popping in my head. No compass in the pocket, no map to deploy. Just finding hidden rhythms in the digital noise, yeah. Let the cursor drift away. Gathering the puzzle pieces at the end of the day. Started on a history wiki, ended up on Mars. Reading up on ocean depths, then looking at the stars. Every little rabbit hole keeps pulling me down, while the heavy midnight settles all over the town. I don't need to summarize or study for a test, giving this exhausted brain a different kind of rest. Connecting constellations while I'm clicking in the dark, just blowing on the embers of a tiny little spark. You don't always gotta land a plane, you know. Sometimes you just stay up in the clouds. Let the logic take a backseat for a minute. Don't try to solve the riddle, just get lost in it. Lost in the endless scroll, unspooling the thread. Feeding every random question popping in my head. No compass in the pocket, no map to deploy. Just finding hidden rhythms in the digital noise, yeah. Let the cursor drift away. Gathering the puzzle pieces at the end of the day. Leave the sessions running, we can pick it up tomorrow. Let the quiet take over the room. Keep the curiosity alive. Peace. Yeah. Breathe out. Let the tempo catch you. Pixels dimming down as the afternoon fades. Navigated through the maze of the daily trades. Half empty water glass sitting by the mouse. Quiet starts to settle in the corners of the house. Struck off the checklist piece by careful piece. Finally sinking into that slow release. Nothing for the history books, nothing much to boast. Just cruising along the shoreline, walking the coast, yeah. Steady rhythm, kept the balance right, kept the vessel afloat. Just another quiet chapter that nobody wrote. No standing ovations, no medals to wear. Just exhaling the heavy, taking in the air. Dodge the daily static, rode the bassline low. Another simple shift with a steady pace flow. We made it through. Sun dipping down past the concrete spine. Street lights buzzing with an amber design. Shifting mental gears from the hustle to the chill. Letting all that frantic energy suddenly drop still. Didn't conquer any mountains, just walked the trail. Caught a gentle little breeze in a weathered sail. That's the beauty of the ground when you don't overplay. Just letting the busy hours wash softly away. Don't sweat the small stuff, don't chase the ghost. Give a little nod to the peace you need most. Mind is off the clock now, shoulders dropping down. Watching all the twilight shadows paint the town. Yeah, just let it drift. Turn the lock, pocket the keys, matching the rhythm of the evening breeze. Tomorrow tomorrow is a blank page waiting to unfold. But tonight is for the rest. Let the record spin, let the tape roll. Yeah. Just catching the tempo, keep the volume low. Faced a tangled maze when the sun came up. Now I'm drinking the calm from a different cup. I won't be carving my name in the monument stone, just finding a frequency I can call my own. Tuned up a string on the vintage guitar, tracing the orbit of a wandering star. It isn't a miracle, no headline to read, just pulling a couple of flowers out of the weed. Yeah, sorting it out. Walking the grid, square by square, just taking a breath of the evening air. Walking the grid, following the map, taking the leisurely route right out of the trap. Yeah, keeping the stride. Trust the direction, don't rush the journey. Vinyl record spinning on the turntable mat, figuring out where the fiction and the logic are at. One loose syllable forming into a noun, the quietest rhythm in this sleepy town. The local bodega pulling down the blinds while I'm leaving the heavy confusion behind. The progress is hidden, completely disguised, but the vision is finally getting synthesized. Yeah, coming together. Walking the grid, square by square, just taking a breath of the evening air. Walking the grid, pacing the ride, enjoying the scenery on this quiet glide. Yeah, holding the wheel. A little more focus in the brain, the porch light cutting through the gentle rain. Just a modest transition and leaving the desk. Coasting in the slow lane, keeping the engine quiet. Watching the dust motes dance in the amber ray, tapping the syncopated rhythm on the serving tray. Got a dictionary open to a random page, acting like a scholar in a modern age. Sorted all the desktop folders by the alphabet, avoiding a quota that I haven't even met. If the cameras were rolling, I'd secure the alibi, but I'm just watching the clouds slowly drifting by. Yeah, holding the fort, not breaking a sweat, not completely asleep, just swimming right where the water isn't deep. A very specific kind of altitude, protecting a highly relaxed attitude. Yeah, finding the pocket The illusion of motion, that's the daily routine, keeping the gears incredibly clean. The illusion of motion, taking it slow, watering seeds that take forever to grow. Yeah, enjoying the start. Let the clock tick. No sudden movements. Swivel the office chair 100 degrees, catching the draft of a subtle little breeze. Check the tracking number on a pair of shoes. Skim through a couple of irrelevant news. The neighbors are arguing across the hall while I'm bouncing in a racer right against the wall. Sometimes the genius hits without a sound, exactly when you're busy just messing around. Yeah, out of the blue. Not breaking a sweat, not completely asleep, just swimming right where the water isn't deep. A very specific kind of altitude, protecting a highly relaxed attitude. Yeah, riding the wave. The tea leaves sinking to the bottom of the cup. The neon signs outside finally waking up. A fraction of a puzzle pieced together in the brain. A single drop of water running down the pane. Yeah, letting it wash over. A millimeter forward, the shadows stretching across the rug. Just enough friction to safely pull the plug. Yeah, going through the motions, just keeping the gears spinning. Typing with a heavy hand so the room can hear. Adjusting the angle of the lamp so the shadows clear. Got a cup of chamomile, but I'm just chewing the rim, staring at the blinking cursor while the daylight dims. Rearrange the fountain pens by the color of the ink, taking very dramatic pauses like I'm trying to think. Anybody passing by would see a heavy grind, but I'm just wandering through the hallways of my own mind. Yeah, putting on a clinic. The notebook is open to a totally empty spread, not into a rhythm bouncing around in my head. Ain't running a marathon, ain't taking a nap, just carefully navigating this midday trap. Yeah, riding the plateau, treading the water, right in the shallow end. Just enough activity to make a decent pretend. Treading the water, a highly tactical stall, doing a whole lot of nothing, answering no call. Yeah, keeping the illusion alive. Look completely engaged. Don't drop the act. Emptying the digital trash bin just to feel a spark. Watching the software update load in the dark. Changing the desktop background to a mountain view. Finding incredibly minor useless things to do. The afternoon traffic is building up on the street while I'm just subtly tapping the soles of my feet. It's a delicate art form, stretching out the clock, standing completely still while taking a walk. Yeah, burning the daylight. The posture is upright, the expression is stern. Watching the second hand on the wall clock turn. Ain't building an empire, ain't closing my eyes, just comfortably resting in a clever disguise. Yeah, holding the fort, treading the water, right in the shallow end. Just enough activity to make a decent pretend. Treading the water, a highly tactical stall, doing a whole lot of nothing, answering no call. Yeah, running down the meter. The update finally reached 100%. The afternoon energy is completely spent. Just enough noise to say I tried. Yeah. Check the rhythm, just floating today. Posture perfect, sitting like I got it figured out. Keyboard quiet, not a single word is coming out. Scrolling and strolling through the digital streets while the coffee turns to ice right next to the beats. Notebook looking pretty with the blank white page. Acting like I'm stepping on a corporate stage. Master of the setup, king of the front. Doing everything except of everything I want. I tell the world I'm locked in, but honestly, I'm just watching the whole room spin. Busy playing the role, got the serious stare. Screen glowing in my glasses, but there's nobody there. Busy playing the role, just riding the coast. Sometimes the idle moments are what matter the most. Yeah, keep it in the pocket. Just let the groove carry it. Shift a couple windows, drag a folder to the trash. Skim a heavy article and watch the minutes dash. Tried to build a concept, tried to make a list. Ended up staring at the evening mist. Skyline switching up from the blue to the gray. Watching the city sweep the daylight away. Caught in the crossfire, dodging the work is usually where the hidden little miracles lurk. Maybe making a move doesn't mean breaking a sweat. Maybe staring into space is the best that it gets. Maybe soaking up the stillness is the way that we build. Letting the empty little spaces get naturally filled. The tab stays open, the mug stays still. Just letting the mind wander wherever it will. Yeah. Take a foot off the gas, let the engine cool. Folding the grocery receipt into a paper plane. Listening to the muffled sound of a distant train. Staring at the plastic cracks right above the bed. Letting the silence negotiate with my head. Got a textbook open to chapter number 3, but I'm studying the way the sunlight hits the tree. If the jury saw the evidence, they call it a crime, but I'm just taking the loan against the fabric of time, yeah. Spending it slow, no heavy lifting, no sweat on the brow. Just letting the future surrender to the now. Not making history, not dropping the ball. Just painting a tiny little picture on the wall, yeah. Taking the scenic route, the low-key hustle, that's the frequency today. Letting the heavy expectation slowly wash away. The low-key hustle, it's a delicate art. Finding a quiet little corner for the mind to start, yeah. Giving it room. Let the thoughts untangle. Don't force the knot. Tracing the rim of a mug that I haven't drank. Watching the water filter cycle through the tank. A couple of random melodies humming in the throat, writing a single word on a crumpled yellow note. The rush hour symphony is blasting in the street, but I'm perfectly insulated, kicking up my feet. Sometimes the best solution doesn't need a fight. It simply materializes when the timing's right. Yeah, out of thin air, no heavy lifting, no sweat on the brow. Just letting the future surrender to the now. Not making history, not dropping the ball. Just painting a tiny little picture on the wall. Yeah, finding the balance, the low-key hustle. That's the frequency today. Letting the heavy expectations slowly wash away. The low-key hustle, it's a delicate art. Finding a quiet little corner for the mind to start, yeah. Coasting the breeze, the radiator clanking, breaking up the quiet. Steering completely clear of the daily riot. A hidden evolution happening in the soul. Just taking a breath and relinquishing control. Yeah, trusting the pause, a tiny speck of motion. The amber light creeping through the blinds. Just enough space to let the ideas land. Keep the breathing steady, no clock to beat tonight. Stood in the barren yard when the daylight was harsh. Now there's a little bit of green growing in the marsh. I'm not hosting a parade or waving a flag, just pulling a couple heavy items out of the bag. Planted a single seed deep down in the soil, a tiny little payoff for a quiet bit of toil. There ain't no fireworks paint in the sky, just a modest elevation as the hours roll by. Yeah, tending the ground, watering the roots, drop by drop. No need to hit the panic button, no reason to stop. Watering the roots, watching it sprout, slowly filtering the heavy pessimism out. Yeah, trust in the dirt. Take your time with it, don't rush the harvest. The glass of tap water, collecting dew on the side. Watching the evening swallow up the incoming tide. One isolated feeling finding its proper lane. A quiet little shelter from the incoming rain. The distant traffic humming like a muted machine, while I'm carefully assembling a brand new scene. It's a microscopic shift to the naked eye, but the ceiling feels a little closer to the sky. Yeah, lifting the roof, watering the roots, drop by drop. No need to hit the panic button, no reason to stop. Watering the roots, trusting the weight, letting the scattered little pieces finally integrate. Yeah, letting it bloom. A little more life in the yard, the moonlight hitting the boulevard. Just a silent little stretch and turning off the lamp. just testing the colors. No gallery tonight. Faced an empty easel when the clock struck 2. Now there's a little patch of indigo pushing through. I ain't cutting a ribbon or opening a show, just giving these heavy feelings a place to go. Mixed a couple pigments, laid a gentle stroke, finding a little clarity before I spoke. There isn't a masterpiece hanging on the wall, just answering a very quiet, distant call. Yeah, setting the mood, blending the palette, shade by shade, sitting in the sanctuary that I made. Blending the palette, taking the scenic route, slowly chasing the heavy shadows out. Yeah, watching it dry. Let the canvas breathe. Don't rush the portrait. The water in the rinsing jar turning deep gray. The evening pulling the curtains on the day. One little outline morphing into form, a quiet little shelter from the mental storm. The neighbors walking dogs down on the pavement, while I'm finding some peace in this arrangement. You might not see the vision from a mile away, but I pulled a little meaning from a messy day. Yeah, out of the blankness, blending the palette, shade by shade, sitting in the sanctuary that I made. Blending the palette, trusting the gentle sweep, making a little promise that I plan to keep. Yeah, trusting the hand. A little more texture on the cloth, the street lights attracting the evening moth. Just a subtle trace of life, and washing the brush. Yeah, coasting in the slow lane, keeping the engine quiet. Watching the dust most dance in the amber ray, tapping the syncopated rhythm on the serving tray. Got a dictionary open to a random page, acting like a scholar in a modern age. Sorted all the desktop folders by the alphabet, avoiding a quota that I haven't even met. If the cameras were rolling, I'd secure the alibi, but I'm just watching the clouds slowly drifting by. Yeah, holding the fort, not breaking a sweat, not completely asleep, just swimming right where the water isn't deep. A very specific kind of altitude, protecting a highly relaxed attitude. Yeah, finding the pocket, the illusion of motion. That's the daily routine, keeping the gears incredibly clean. The illusion of motion, taking it slow, watering seeds that take forever to grow. Yeah, enjoying the stall. Let the clock tick, no sudden movements, Swivel the office chair 100 degrees, catching the draft of a subtle little breeze. Check the tracking number on a pair of shoes. Skim through a couple of irrelevant news. The neighbors are arguing across the hall while I'm bouncing in a racer right against the wall. Sometimes the genius hits without a sound, exactly when you're busy just messing around. Yeah, out of the blue, not breaking a sweat, not completely asleep, just swimming right where the water isn't deep. A very specific kind of altitude, protecting a highly relaxed attitude. Yeah, riding the wave. The tea leaves sinking to the bottom of the cup. The neon signs outside finally waking up. A fraction of a puzzle pieced together in the brain. A single drop of water running down the pane. Yeah, letting it wash over. A millimeter forward, the shadows stretching across the rug. Just enough friction to safely pull the plug. Just let the screen glow. No rush tonight. Glowing pixels paint the shadows right across my face. Lost track of the minutes in this quiet little place. Clicking through the pathways of the digital unknown. Sitting in the comfort of this solitary zone. Got a messy string of windows stretching out so wide. Taking zero shortcuts, just enjoying the ride. A half-drunk glass of water catching monitor light. We just coasting on the frequency tonight. Yeah, letting the bandwidth stretch. Lost in the endless scroll, unspooling the thread, feeding every random question popping in my head. No compass in the pocket, no map to deploy, just finding hidden rhythms in the digital noise. Yeah, let the cursor drift away, gathering the puzzle pieces at the end of the day. Started on a history wiki, ended up on Mars, reading up on ocean depths, then looking at the stars. Every little rabbit hole keeps pulling me down, while the heavy midnight settles all over the town. I don't need to summarize or study for a test, giving this exhausted brain a different kind of rest. Connecting constellations while I'm clicking in the dark, just blowing on the embers of a tiny little spark. You don't always gotta land a plane, you know. Sometimes you just stay up in the clouds. Let the logic take a backseat for a minute. Don't try to solve the riddle, just get lost in it. Lost in the endless scroll, unspooling the thread, feeding every random question popping in my head. No compass in the pocket, no map to deploy, just finding hidden rhythms in the digital noise. Yeah, let the cursor drift away, gathering the puzzle pieces at the end of the day. Leave the sessions running, we can pick it up tomorrow. Let the quiet take over the room, keep the curiosity alive. Peace. Unplug for a second, let it breathe. lit the shadow about an hour ago. Caught a glimpse of the text in the digital glow. Left the phone face down on the mahogany wood. Ain't dodging the talk, just feeling too good. The espresso is sitting, leaving rings on the tray. Watching the afternoon slowly melting away. Trading the pixels for a physical groove. No sudden reactions, no hurry to move. Yeah, keeping it anchored, I'll get back on the line. But I'm pausing the clock, just holding my ground like a ship at the dock. Cause a genuine word needs a minute to breathe, not a rushed little text that I pull from my sleeve. I'll get back on the line when the frequency's right. No rush on the reply, just catching the vibe. Got an empty text bubble and a blinking line. Trying to force the connection just ruins the design. The horizon is shifting from a blue to an ink. Just giving my spirit a second to think. That little red badge sitting still on the app while I sync up my pulse with the snare drums tap. Some talks need a simmer, you can't microwave them. Got a handful of thoughts and I'm trying to save them for when the mind is clear and the feeling is deep. It ain't a cold shoulder, no complicated plot. Just holding my space in this analog spot. The matrix is spinning a million a minute. This pocket of peace, I'm just trying to live in it. Taking a breath, stepping out of the stream. Just me and the melody, building a dream. Yeah. The backlight flashes and goes out of sight. The jazz tape rolls right into the night. Give me a minute, I'll hit send. Yeah. No need to sprint, just catching the breeze today. Surveyed a barren landscape when the morning broke. Now there's a tiny ember inside of the smoke. Ain't throwing a bank with no banners to raise, but I'm walking myself out of the stagnant maze. A couple of fragments locking right into place. Just an ounce of momentum, a leisurely pace. No sudden explosions, no altering fate. Just quietly lifting a little bit of the weight. Yeah, taking a stroll, making a dent, just a fraction of a mile. No need to rush the tempo, just cruising in style. Making a dent, connecting the dots, quietly untangling the difficult knots. Yeah, keeping it smooth. Slow and steady, let the rhythm guide it. The matcha went lukewarm inside of the clay. The golden hour chasing the shadows away. One little concept blooming into a vine. A subtle evolution forming up by design. The boulevard rushing, everybody chasing the green, while I'm floating gently somewhere safely unseen. Sometimes the elevation is too subtle to chart, but I'm a little further from the place that I start. Out of the standstill, making a dent. Yeah, that's the whole play. Carving a little sculpture right out of the clay. Making a dent. No pressure to peak, just finding the rhythm that the quiet ones seek. Yeah, letting it ride. A little more shape to the vision, a little less fog in the brain. The indigo sky taking over, and the engine still handling the strain. Just riding the current, find the frequency. Stared at an empty ledger when the sunlight was strong. Now I've managed to capture the ghost of a song. I ain't booking a flight or throwing confetti, just keeping the breathing incredibly steady. Linked a couple of phrases, forged a small chain, sheltered a tiny spark from the incoming rain. It isn't a masterpiece, ain't a platinum plaque, just keeping the locomotive right on the track. Yeah, laying the ties, bridging the gap, just a yard at a time. No need to hustle the rhythm, no reason to climb. Bridging the gap, letting the pressure release, quietly securing a fraction of peace, yeah. Holding the ground. Trust the compass. Don't force the needle. The jasmine tea settling inside of the mug. The shadows are stretching right over the rug. One isolated murmur becomes a clear tone, a tiny foundation built out of the stone. The metropolis hums on the asphalt below, while I'm carefully keeping the energy low. You might think I'm idle, just wasting the day, but the fog in the mirror is fading away, yeah, out of the haze. Bridging the gap, just a yard at a time. No need to hustle the rhythm, no reason to climb. Bridging the gap, trusting the slow burn, watching the seasons naturally turn, yeah, keeping the pace. A little more ink in the ledger. The amber street lamps conquering the dusk. Just a subtle push forward and letting it rest. Finding the pulse, take it easy today. Yeah. Stared at a silent grid when the morning began. Now I see a little structure, a whisper of a plan. It ain't a masterpiece worthy of a museum frame, but I'm no longer standing in the spot where I came. Strung a couple concepts, built a tiny bridge, slowly hiking up the slope, just a fraction of a ridge. No fireworks exploding, no confetti in the air, just a quiet evolution happening in this chair. Yeah, taking the steps, moving the dial, just a millimeter forward, no sprinting to the finish line, no running toward it. Moving the dial, taking it ounce by ounce, just the quiet little victories that really gonna count. Moving the dial, yeah, catching the drift. steady. Don't rush the process. The ice in the tumbler slowly melting into water, sorting out the static, bringing it to order. One little fragment naturally magnetized to another, unearthing a rhythm that I didn't try to uncover. The avenues below are shifting to a neon glow, while I'm navigating channels at a tempo nice and slow. It might not look like magic to a passing eye, but the foundation is solid. Right beneath the twilight sky, yeah, laying the bricks, moving the dial just a millimeter forward. No sprinting to the finish line, no running toward it. Moving the dial, adding drops to the bucket, letting the momentum build. Ain't no reason to rush it. Moving the dial, just trust in the groove. Grid got some color now. The street lamps flicker on. Just a couple miles down the road, yeah. That's enough for today. Check the dial, just letting the world spin on its own. Phone buzzed about an hour ago, lit up the desk. Read a fragment of a line, put the screen to rest. No disrespect, I ain't dodging the thread, just letting the afternoon settle in my head. Espresso cooling off, breeze hitting the blinds. The city down below softly hitting rewind. I'm anchored in the present, stepping out of the race, just catching the rhythm of this quiet space. Yeah, you're gonna hear from me, just not right out the gate. I'm letting the tempo breathe, I'm making it wait. Cause a real conversation needs a delicate touch, not a rapid fire text. When you're rushing too much, you're gonna hear from me, just catching the groove. Don't rush the frequency. Got a blinking cursor sitting on a vacant screen, searching for the right words, hiding in between the twilight, painting shadows on the studio wall, letting one more jazz record quietly fall. That little message waiting is a part of the scene. Sometimes you gotta pause the digital routine, let the sentiment simmer, let the atmosphere brew. The honest words arrive when you don't force them to. No complex alibi, no hidden agenda, just a quiet afternoon that I'm trying to render. The globe spins quick enough without my permission. I'm putting the rush hour on an intermission. Just me, the melody, and the fading light, giving the soul a minute to calibrate right. Yeah, taking 5. The screen blinks twice, then fades into the black. The indigo is heavy, no rushing it back. Give it a minute, I'll hit send. catching the groove. Let the record spin. Screen glowing, playing the role for the afternoon. Typing nothing to the rhythm of this dusty tune. Scrolling down a timeline, hoping for a spark. Staring at the glass till the room gets dark. Espresso to my left, losing all its heat. Got the planner wide open, looking perfectly neat. Looking like a boss from a mile away. But my mind took a flight on a holiday. I say I'm on the grind right now, but honestly I'm just letting the clock wind down. Busy, looking the part. Got my chin on my hand, a dozen open windows, but I'm losing the plan. Busy, looking the part, just floating in space. Sometimes doing nothing is setting the pace. Yeah, catch the vibe. Yeah, just let it breathe right here. Files on the desktop, creating the maze. Reading one headline, caught in a daze. Tried to brainstorm, sketch a master design, but I ended up watching the sun cross the blind. City lights waking up, painting the glass. Watching the hours and the silhouettes pass. Somewhere in the middle of lost and in tune is where the right words usually bloom. Maybe finding the way doesn't mean moving fast. Maybe all the good ideas are saved for the last. Maybe sitting in the silence is a part of the art. Letting all the tangled pieces slowly come apart. The screen's going to sleep, the coffee is dry. Just a couple good thoughts, watching time go by. Just easing back, no countdown today, huh? A brief vibration shook the edge of the shelf. Caught a fragment of text but kept it to myself. I'm not dodging the dialogue, just pumping the brakes. Savoring the silence that the twilight makes. Got a cup of Earl Grey cooling off in the mug. Watching the sunbeams stretch across the rug. The concrete jungle is dropping its gears. Just letting the heavy pressure disappear. Yeah, taking a breath. I formulate an answer when the mood is aligned. I'm leaving the rushing and the panic behind. Because a worthy exchange needs a grounded soul, not an automated reflex out of control. I'll formulate an answer when the shadows arrive. Just letting it drift. No need to force the clock. Got an empty dialogue box waiting for ink, but I'm giving my mental state a second to think. The horizon is bleeding out a crimson shade, while a vintage saxophone starts to serenade. That pending notification is fine where it sits. I refuse to compress my emotions to bits. Gotta let the atmosphere dictate the flow. The authentic expressions always blossom slow, yeah, letting them grow. There's no elaborate mystery or puzzle to crack. Just laying the armor down, taking a step back. The whole hemisphere is racing, chasing a trend, but I'm taking a detour before I hit send. A momentary sanctuary far from the screen, just floating completely in this local scene. Yeah, finding the groove. the display turns black. The evening settles down, just a little more patience. I'll be around. Just let it spin. Yeah, take a breath. Shadows stretching long across the hardwood floor. Glanced at the watch, I ain't stressing no more. The mug went cold about an hour ago. I was right in the pocket, just keeping the flow. Shifted some papers, cleared out the queue. Nothing too heavy, just pushing it through. Kept my head down while the pendulum swung. Another shift played out, another song sung. Just a regular rotation of the daily grind. Left the heavy lifting and the rush behind. No fireworks popping, no parades in the street. Just matching the tempo of a slow tempo beat. Got through the hustle, managed the pace. A quiet little win in the noisy place. Yeah, a quiet little win. Street lamps flickering on the avenue now. Made it to the finish line any which way, how? Didn't force the magic, just played the right chords. Stepping away from the screens and keyboards. The city's changing colors, painted in blue. Did exactly what I was supposed to do. Sometimes the victory is just staying in tune, catching the vibe of a late afternoon. Take a deep breath and let the tempo drop. It's the sweet release when the deadline stop. No overachieving, just existing. Yeah, just coasting on the rhythm. Files for another dawn. Leave the desk behind, we out. Screen goes black. Mind goes blank. Screen goes black. Mind goes blank. Save the files for another dawn. Leave the desk behind, we out. Check the dial, just letting it simmer. Spinning a ballpoint pen across the knuckles, watching the heavy leather of the belt buckle. Got a blank document glowing on the screen. Doing a whole lot of nothing in between. Organizing my bookmarks by the alphabet. Dodging the deadline that I haven't even met. If the cameras were rolling, they'd see a pioneer. But my mental transmission is totally unclear. Yeah, playing the game, not exactly sprinting, not entirely stopped. Just watching the temperature as it slowly dropped. A specific vibration, comfortably numb. Just twiddling the fingers and the opposable thumb. Yeah, finding the pocket, the gentle disguise. Yeah, that's the routine, keeping up the appearance of a focus machine. Gentle disguise, a beautiful fake, seeing exactly how long of a break I can take. yeah, stretching the bounds. The Earl Grey steeping way past the bitter point, just stretching the cartilage in the elbow joint. Deleted a draft that I wrote to myself, staring at the paperbacks lining the shelf. The sirens are wailing on the boulevard, while I'm acting like thinking is incredibly hard. The quietest moments are when the logic connects. You can't force an epiphany down the cortex, yeah, letting it land. The gentle disguise, yeah, that's the routine, keeping up the appearance of a focus machine. Gentle disguise, a beautiful fake, seeing exactly how long of a break I can take. Yeah, pacing the room, the sunbeams catching the dust in the air. The cushion is sinking inside of the chair. A handful of syllables starting to bind. It happens whenever you're empty in the mind, yeah, clearing the cache. A fraction of a milestone. The shadows taking over the floor. Just enough friction to finally lock the door. Unplug for a second. Let it breathe. Screen lit the shadow about an hour ago. Caught a glimpse of the text in the digital glow. Left the phone face down on the mahogany wood. Ain't dodging the talk, just feeling too good. The espresso is sitting, leaving rings on the tray. Watching the afternoon slowly melting away. Trading the pixels for a physical groove. No sudden reactions, no hurry to move. Yeah, keeping it anchored, I'll get back on the line. But I'm pausing the clock, just holding my ground like a ship at the dock. Cause a genuine word needs a minute to breathe, not a rushed little text that I pull from my sleeve. I'll get back on the line when the frequency's right. No rush on the reply, just catching the vibe. Got an empty text bubble and a blinking line. Trying to force the connection just ruins the design. The horizon is shifting from a blue to an ink. Just giving my spirit a second to think. That little red badge sitting still on the app while I sync up my pulse with the snare drums tap. Some talks need a simmer, you can't microwave them. Got a handful of thoughts and I'm trying to save them for when the mind is clear and the feeling is deep. It ain't a cold shoulder, no complicated plot. Just holding my space in this analog spot. The matrix is spinning a million a minute. This pocket of peace, I'm just trying to live in it. Taking a breath, stepping out of the stream. Just me and the melody, building a dream, yeah. The backlight flashes and goes out of sight. The jazz tape rolls right into the night. Give me a minute, I'll hit send. Yeah, just let it spin. Tune out the noise for a second. Phone did a dance on the edge of the desk. Caught the first few words, but I let it rest. Ain't playing hard to get, ain't fading to black. Just letting the needle keep riding the track. Dust motes floating in the afternoon rain. Watching the rush hour melting away. I'm locked in the present, I'm holding the chill. Sometimes the best move is just standing still. Yeah, catching the breeze, I'll be hitting you back, but I'm taking a pause. Not a slave to the screen or the digital laws. Cause a meaningful word needs a quiet mind. Not a fast little message I leave behind. I'll be hitting you back when the frequency drops. Yeah, just let the tempo breathe. Yeah. Draft sitting empty, just a blinking mark. Waiting for the sky to transition to dark. The window is framing a silhouette view. Just letting this jazz record play all the way through. That message is safe, it ain't going nowhere. I'm just giving the moment the proper care. Some conversations need a rhythm and soul. Can't rush the magic when you're out for a stroll. Gotta let it collect, no complicated games, no playing a part. Just letting the evening finish its art. The city's on fast forward, spinning out of control. I'm just putting some analog back in the soul. Just me, the silence, and a cup on the wood. Taking a minute just to feel good. Yeah, stepping aside. Screen fades out to a quiet gray. The horn section gently blowing the day away. Give it a minute, I'll talk to you soon. Check. Just let the loop roll. Check. Just let the loop roll. The cursor pulses on an empty white space, floating through the digital, looking for a trace. Got a dozen little windows scattered on the glass, watching the hours in the slow shadows pass. Half a cup of chamomile, sitting getting cold, chasing down a rabbit hole, seeing what unfolds. Ain't no heavy deadlines breathing down my neck, just surfing on the quiet, doing a mental check. Drifting through the bandwidth, riding on the breeze, catching little fragments, doing what I please. No destination program in the drive, just letting the curiosity keep the spark alive. Yeah, wandering without a map tonight, bathed in the glow of the monitor light. Yeah. Click a hyperlink and suddenly I'm deep, learning about a mystery instead of catching sleep. Outside the apartment, the street lamps ignite while I'm digging for a treasure hidden out of sight. It's a domino effect of random trivia, building up a puzzle that I never meant to draw. Who needs a compass when the getting lost is sweet? Just walking down a virtual undiscovered street, scanning through the paragraphs, soaking in the tone. In this quiet little universe, scrolling on my own. Don't need a conclusion, don't need a heavy plot, just gathering the pieces of a scattered thought. Drifting through the bandwidth, riding on the breeze, catching little fragments, doing what I please. No destination programmed in the drive, just letting the curiosity keep the spark alive. Yeah, wandering without a map tonight, bathed in the glow of the monitor light. Bookmark the feeling, let the screensaver kick in. The world outside is quiet now, we just floating. Yeah, no rush today, just feeling the tempo. Cursor blinking to the rhythm of the snare drum. Afternoon fading, just waiting for the flare to come. Didn't move a mountain, but I shifted the sand. Kept the screen glowing, trying to stick to the plan. Closed a couple tabs that were cluttering the mind. Left the heavy morning fog somewhere far behind. Wrote a little something, let the alphabet play. Yeah, that's the summary of the day. No trophy for the effort, no, but honestly, it's just about turning the key, just a half step forward. Yeah, we take what we get. No standing ovations, no breaking a sweat. Just a half step forward, cruising in a low gear. Everything else is just making the vision clear. Yeah, ride the groove. Just letting the dust settle. Ice in the glass melting down to the wire. One tiny spark turning into a quiet fire. Wrote down a stanza, deleted a line. Crossed one single box off the grand design. It ain't cinematic, there's no movie montage. Just slowly back in the car, out the garage. A fraction of an inch better than the AM. No need to fake it, no need to play 'em. No sudden revelations dropping out of the sky. Just the quiet little hours watching the world go by. And maybe that's the secret, maybe that's the whole trick. Building up the foundation brick by little brick. Yeah, day by day, piece by piece. Nothing for the highlight reel, no flash in the gold. Just a regular story quietly being told. Just a half step forward, doing what I gotta do. Just enough motion to carry me through. The monitor casts a shadow on the wall. The skyline is turning blue, catching the fall. Just a half step, that's plenty. Yeah, just a half step, that's plenty. Just riding the current, find the frequency. Stared at an empty ledger when the sunlight was strong. Now I've managed to capture the ghost of a song. I ain't booking a flight or throwing confetti, just keeping the breathing incredibly steady. Linked a couple of phrases, forged a small change, sheltered a tiny spark from the incoming rain. It isn't a masterpiece, ain't a platinum plaque, just keeping the locomotive right on the track. Yeah, laying the ties, bridging the gap, just a yard at a time. No need to hustle the rhythm, no reason to climb. Bridging the gap, letting the pressure release, quietly securing a fraction of peace. Yeah, holding the ground. Trust the compass. Don't force the needle. The jasmine tea settling inside of the mug. The shadows are stretching right over the rug. One isolated murmur becomes a clear tone, a tiny foundation built out of the stone. The metropolis hums on the asphalt below, while I'm carefully keeping the energy low. You might think I'm idle, just wasting the day, but the fog in the mirror is fading away. Yeah, out of the haze, bridging the gap, just a yard at a time. No need to hustle the rhythm, no reason to climb. Bridging the gap, trusting the slow burn, watching the seasons naturally turn. Yeah, keeping the pace. A little more ink in the ledger. The amber street lamps conquering the dusk. Just a subtle push forward and letting it rest. Let's see, yeah. Can't really map out where the hours went today, but I swear I didn't let them completely slip away. The screen stayed glowing through the afternoon light. Cleared out a couple windows, got a few words right. It ain't a masterpiece, but it's a start, I guess. A little less chaos, a little less mess. Just finding my footing in the quiet of the room. I made a little dent, yeah, nothing you put on a shiny slide, but just enough to keep the guilt outside. A little ground got covered, yeah, that's the daily news. No standing ovations, no major breakthroughs, yeah. A little ground got covered, just pacing out the grind. Everything else is just leaving the morning behind. Yeah, let the dark rose freeze while I was lost in my head. One straight thought branched out, look where it led. Added a couple heavy lines to the bottom of the page. Crossed one single item off the daily to-do stage. It isn't a trophy, but it isn't a defeat. Just quietly step into a slow, steady beat. A shade better than I was when I woke up. No sudden lightning strikes, no magic in the air, just the quiet momentum of pulling up a chair. I'm starting to think that's all a lifetime really is. Just stacking up a quiet pile of tiny little wins day by day. Nothing for the timeline, no flashing neon lights, no dramatic stories for the internet tonight. Just a little ground got covered, doing what I do, just enough motion to say I pushed through. The screen looks a little different than when the day began. The sky outside the window is turning blue again. Just a little ground, yeah, that's enough. Just let it run. No destination tonight. Monitor glowing like a digital moon, humming along to a silent tune. Got a dozen little windows cluttering the view, jumping from an old thought straight into the new. Cold cup of green tea resting on the wood, chasing down a rabbit hole, feeling pretty good. Ain't got a target, no mission to clear, just riding the waves in the atmosphere, yeah. Letting the bandwidth stretch, keep the windows unclosed, let the memory lag. Ain't pulling no compass out of the bag, we just surfing the static, letting thoughts unspool, floating right along in the deep end of the pool. When you stop trying hard to connect the dots, that's when you stumble on the sweetest spots. Yeah, just wandering the grid. Started out searching for a simple fact, now I'm 5 layers down in a separate act. Every hyperlink acts like an open door, taking me to places I ain't been before. Outside the glass, the street lights hum, waiting for the quiet midnight to come. I don't need a summary, don't need a guide, just kicking back, enjoying the ride. No rush, no finish line. Sometimes the best way to figure it out is taking the longest and scenic route. Don't force the puzzle pieces into place, just leave a little breathing room in the space. Let the mind wander off the track. Keep the windows unclosed, let the memory lag. Ain't pulling no compass out of the bag, we just surfing the static, letting thoughts unspool, floating right along in the deep end of the pool. When you stop trying hard to connect the dots, that's when you stumble on the sweetest spots. Leave them all minimized for the morning light, yeah. Let the screen go to sleep, no need to solve the world tonight. Just let it rest, yeah. Dial it back a notch, just finding the pocket. Vibration on the table broke the silence in two. Caught half a sentence while the sky turned to blue. I didn't swipe it away, I just let it lay. Stepping out of the rush, letting the melody play. The coffee is dripping, the tempo is slow. Watching the shadows put on a quiet show. Not avoiding the talk, just avoiding the rush. Trading the digital noise for a momentary hush, yeah. Keeping it grounded, I'll type it out soon, but I'm staying right here, letting the static in my mind disappear. Cause a real dialogue needs a steady baseline, not a quick little text that I rush to design. I'll type it out soon, when the wavelength is clear. Don't force the tempo. Let the chords resolve. Got the chat open wide, but the keyboard is still. Got a cup of tranquility, I'm trying not to spill. The sun dipping down behind the concrete trees, just catching my breath in the evening breeze. That unread badge is just a dot in the room, while I let these late afternoon thoughts fully bloom. Some words carry weight, you can't just throw them around. Gotta wait till both of my feet hit the ground, yeah. Keeping the balance. No elaborate scheme, no playing it cool. Just a quiet rebellion stepping out of the pool. The timeline is racing, everyone's out of breath. I'm just taking a minute to honor the depth of a slow afternoon before the twilight descends. Just me and the quiet making amends, taking it offline. Screen flashes once, watching the shadows bend, just finding the rhythm before I hit send. Give it a minute,